Yeah, somebody's going to give me. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to be here today. Glad to join you. I'm Bob Bailey, the MPP for Sarnia-Lambton, Parliamentary Assistant to the Ministry of Government and Consumer Services. And I'm proud to be here today with the masonry students here in London, and also happy to be here with my colleague, longtime friend and colleague, the Minister of Labour, Skills Development, Immigration and Training, the Honourable Monte McNaughton, who's a longtime colleague and friend, of course, from Lambton, Kent, Middlesex. Monty's doing a great job, if I say so myself, trying to bring young people and that into the trades. A number of people have, been underemployed for a number of years. There's great opportunities. 1 in every 5, I think the statistic is, are going to retire in the next 2 to 3 years. And so we need young men and women to join the trades, all the different trades, and of course join the workforce, because I think we're short over 300,000 workers right now in Ontario, and there's a lot of work, there's a lot of opportunities that the ministers like Minister McNaughton have created and are working with industry and with the labour movement to expand upon. So with that, I'd like to introduce my colleague, the Honourable Monte McNaughton, and he can expand a little more on all the details and opportunities available to people here in Ontario. Monte?
Thank you. Well, thank you so much, Bob, and good morning, everyone. What a great morning here in London, a great way to start the day. I want to just spend a few moments to thank MPP Bob Bailey. Bob is the MPP for Sarnia-Lambton, but he also comes from a background in the trades. He's a union member, also has been on the management side down in Sarnia, and a lot of the work we're doing around the skilled trades in this region is because of the advocacy of Bob Bailey. I also want to thank David and his team for hosting us here today. This is just so great to be here in London at the training centre. And I want to thank David and his team for everything that they're doing to train Ontario. Thanks to the work of labour leaders and training providers like the ones here today, Ontario is getting stronger. Today, there are more people working than before the pandemic. Make no mistake, Ontario is once again the economic engine of Canada. But to continue building Ontario, we need all hands on deck. From Ottawa to Toronto to here in London and out to Windsor, I hear the same thing from businesses everywhere. They're willing to hire but can't find the workers that they need. There are hundreds of thousands of good jobs with pensions and benefits going unfilled right across Ontario. And every paycheck uncollected means a family going another day without, while our local companies and those who depend on their products are left waiting. To build back a stronger Ontario that works for everyone, we need more young people training for rewarding careers in the skilled trades. That's why today I'm pleased to announce we are investing a record $28 million in free training and on-the-job learning. With our increased funding, there will be nearly 100 projects in every corner across Ontario to help people get the skills they need for these in-demand jobs. From stone cutting and masonry work to hospitality and manufacturing, these programs are open to anyone who wants to learn. Our government is tackling our generational labour shortage head-on, and we're giving a hand up to everyday people who are eager to earn more for their families. Pre-apprenticeships open doors, trade that they might have never considered. These programs are short, less than 1 year long at most, and provide a stepping stone to a better career and the opportunity to learn while working. In London, we've had many great pre-apprenticeship programs. Recently, Leona 1059 gave 90 people the opportunity to try concrete and cement finishing. And the London Training Centre is giving people the chance to explore careers in cooking and baking. We're also making historic investments in innovative programs that upskill workers and connect them to the careers of their dreams. Today, I'm pleased to also share that we've approved another round of projects through our more than $200 million Skills Development Fund. These projects build on the success of the fund's first round, which supported almost 150 projects and helped 280,000 people across Ontario take the next step in their careers. Through investments like these, Premier Ford and our government are choosing to make Ontario better. These projects bring together business and labour leaders to make our future brighter for average people who are working hard to get ahead. We're building an Ontario that is about the people on the front line. So thank you very much. It is now my great pleasure to welcome Hopeton to share his story about his pathway into the skilled trades, and it truly is an amazing story that Hopeton's going to share. But he actually started in a pre-apprenticeship program a number of years ago to try the different skilled trades, and he's chosen to be a brick and stone mason. So Hopeton, I'll turn it over to you to share your story. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Hello, hi. My name is Hopeton Powell, and I entered this program in 2007. And first, when I started in the pre-apprentice program. And from day one, they teach us the foundational things about the skills. And when I finished the pre-apprentice, I did it for 16 weeks. I could be able to go on the job and to start my apprenticeship right away. I just want to say, thanks for everybody that involved in this. It really changed my life. And thanks. And now I introduce Mr. Studd. Thank you.
Thank you, Hopeton. The first round of the Skills Development Fund introduced by this Ontario government was a crucial part of the Ontario Masonry Training Centre's long-term brick and stone mason skilled trades training program. The ability to create a mobile training opportunities using distance learning equipment to given OMTC the ability to deliver training in underserviced areas of Ontario. Students like Hopeton, who have families or other commitments that make it difficult to leave for months to go to school, are now the direct benefactors of our mobile training centre. Scalable in design, OMTC can now provide masonry training to secondary school students, our pre-apprentices, apprentices, as well as upskilling our current workforce in state-of-the-art equipment and construction techniques throughout Ontario. The pre-apprenticeship programs that have been announced today provide an entry level into the skilled trades for people with little to no work construction background. These training programs include paid work placements that can result in well-paying jobs in high-demand trades such as those in the masonry industry. The Masonry Pre-Apprenticeship Program here in London is in partnership with the Ontario Masonry Contractors Association, the Ontario Masonry Training Centre, and our industry partner, the Brick and Allied Craft Union of Canada, Local 5 here in London. This program builds on the investment made through the SDF first round, creating our mobile training centre. The end result is a pathway to well-paying jobs in high-demand, high-skilled trades such as the brick and stone apprenticeship. This government's ongoing support for skilled trades has been and continues to be a vital investment in Ontario's future. We are all interested in building a better future here in Ontario. And with that, I'd like to invite Minister McNaughton back up to answer any of your questions.
Great. So thank you again, Dave, for hosting us here today. And we're happy to take questions, and we'll be around afterwards as well to answer questions one-on-one if that's better. Okay.
Morning, Monte. How are you?
Good morning. Great. How are you?
Good. Monte, just wanted to get a sense if, obviously, as you mentioned, that the funding is going to be for pre-apprenticeships. Who is it that you are specifically targeting with these programs? Is there like an ideal candidate type of things, or who would be the person who would actually be able to benefit? Like, is it open to anyone, age-wise kind of thing, or do you have like a demographic in mind for this specific funding?
Yeah, no, great question. This is a historic investment in pre-apprenticeship programs. $28 million we're investing this year to recruit people into the skilled trades and to give people an opportunity to try the different trades. Hopeton's story is a great example of what we want to achieve with the pre-apprenticeship program. My message to parents, to young people, to guidance counselors out there, that a career in the skilled trades is meaningful, it's lucrative. I think of a lot of the trades coming out of this training center. I mean, they're making $50 and $60 an hour with a pension and benefits. If we're going to build back a better province, then we need to ensure that we have opportunities for people to earn paychecks with a pension and benefits. And of course, in construction alone, over the next 10 years, we're going to be short 100,000 workers. Again, we're partnering with our labor partners, with employers to get people in to try the skilled trades. All of these programs are less than 12 months, and it's for young people of all demographics. I am going to invite Adam Melnick up. He's leading the Tomorrow's Trades, which is a partnership between our government and the building trades unions to get people from underrepresented groups in the trades. And Adam was sharing with me today that in one project here in London, that almost half of the participants are women. And I think it's a great success story. So Adam, not to put you on the spot, but I'd love you to share, really what our aim is here to recruit people into the trades.
Thank you, Minister. I appreciate the space, Minister, and the support for the program, the Tomorrow's Trades. Working closely with our training centers and building trade and employer partners across the province, we ran 4 cohorts or groupings of our program for 96 participants last year, and we're very excited to expand that program into 6 different regions for next year, having us in Windsor, Mississauga, Sudbury, Hamilton, London, and Ottawa. London has been an amazing experience for our program. We had 36 participants over the course of the year, and people that were somewhat interested, hesitant, maybe looking to build their skills and explore through experiential learning if the skilled trades were a fit. And that's what the SDF Fund and the partnership with the government has allowed our program to do, is to create a dynamic environment that sets people up to get those experiential experiences, the construction essential skills, and get an opportunity to determine what trade is a wonderful fit. And the Brick and Masonry Training Center and the work they've done with us in the area has provided even more opportunities, because our participants get a chance to see their training center, their trade, and then pathway directly into those programs and begin those careers in the skilled trades they didn't know possible. 36 participants in this region, as the minister said, nearly half were women, which is a fantastic thing to see in the area. The dynamic environment here has provided excellent opportunities, and I'm extremely proud that the numbers we were shared this morning is that 35 of our 36 participants have been offered opportunities in apprenticeship, and that last participant just hasn't made their mind up exactly what trade they want to head into, which provides that measure of success, that opening the doors and opportunities to over a dozen of the different construction skilled trades is the pathway piece that was missing for some of these folks. So these programs and these efforts I'm proud to be a part of, and the opportunity we have with the dynamic groups here in the region. Hopefully that helps a little bit. I'll pass it back to the minister.
Yeah, and just specifically, so this would be post-high school, but really aimed at young people. I do just want to share a story, because I think this just speaks to the value of pre-apprenticeship programs and the life-changing opportunities that the skilled trades present. So a couple of years ago, I met this lady named Natisha. I actually saw it on Twitter that she became a licensed journey person in one of the trades. And I tracked her down and called her one night to congratulate her. I remember it was a Sunday night. And Natisha told me that she came from an at-risk community, surrounded by a crime. She was on social assistance, had no experience in the skilled trades. And she did a pre-apprenticeship program with the building trade unions, got to try all the different skilled trades, and she chose to be an iron worker. So after the pre-apprenticeship, she went into a formal apprenticeship program, did her apprenticeship, and became a licensed iron worker. So when I called her, I said, "So how much are you making now?" She said $44.08 an hour with pension and benefits. And I said, "So what are you most proud of?" She said, "Well, for the first time in my life, my 2 daughters are proud of me. They look up to me." And she said, "Also, for the first time in my life, I can buy a car." So these are the life-changing opportunities. This is how we're going to build back a better province for everyone. And that's why I'm so passionate about, sending that message that careers in the skilled trades are meaningful and they're damn good jobs.
Just as a follow-up, and this is a little bit of a technicality, but I'm just interested in learning, for anyone who reads the story, any of the young people who want to apply, how do they go about doing that? Is there going to be a website from the government, or do they have to contact specifically each of the projects that are going to be happening in their cities?
I'll get you the information, but certainly through the local union groups. and the local labor groups, and then through our Ministry of Labor website as well, but I'll get you the exact details after.
Hi, you mentioned that you're specifically targeting young people, but is the funding available to new Canadians and Canadians who don't have residency status, like refugees or people who are still waiting for that to be determined? Because we do have thousands of people entering our country and our province right now whose status is up in the air.
So the answer is yes. I mean, people don't have to have a background in the skilled trades to try a pre-apprenticeship program, but when I say all hands on deck to rebuild Ontario, I mean that. Our programs are open to new Canadians, immigrants that are here today, young people, people from underrepresented groups like women and Indigenous peoples. I mean, these are great opportunities for everyone. One of the things I'm most proud of in our Working for Workers legislation that we passed in the fall, the first Working for Workers Act, we've actually become the first province to recognize international credentials. So today in Ontario, only 25% of immigrants are actually working in a career that they've studied in their own country of origin. So we move forward to recognize those credentials to eliminate the Canadian work experience so they can get into the skilled trades and other professions like engineering and architecture as quickly as possible.
And a follow-up, you've mentioned how this can help at-risk communities or people who come from a poorer background. Is there any programming specifically designed to target those communities and show them that there is another option beyond post-secondary?
Yeah, I mean, my message is that for far too long, governments of all different political stripes have told every young person that the only way to be successful in life is to go to university. There couldn't be anything further from the truth. Careers in the skilled trades are available to anyone and everyone from all different backgrounds. That's why we're really working to end the stigma around the skilled trades, to simplify the apprenticeship system, and also to encourage employers to bring on more apprentices, because that employer commitment is so important, because we need young people from all different backgrounds to get the full scope of the trade and the hours to become a licensed journey person. So one of the things we're doing is offering financial Thank you everyone for being here today. You and everybody the program and thank you very much, and thanks for building